Clippers. Everybody support them. They need our support.
He's right,
I stated my lawsuit was after Sean John. Patrick Melton is a lying, closeted homosexual who has been obsessed with me since I left his show 10 years ago. Interesting. Okay.
Wow, he just goes.
Wow. From
Here you go.
Sean John or sued Sean John, you retard. Stop lying on your show. Also, stop back channeling with my friends to try to mend fences, you coward. You've had my number for a decade. Nothing stopping you from using it other than your own inability to own your shitty behavior. I mean, it sounds like so far Josh Denny's got Patrick Melton pretty much down. That site is made by Xander, Mike's superfan, and none of it is based in reality at all. But you're such a miserable gay F word that you give it credence.
Also, I could play this because Stalin 19 bleeped all the words out.
You're such a miserable
I'm not afraid of these words, but YouTube is. So is Joe Biden.
waste of talent. I mean, tell him
to have talent to be wasted talent,
look,
right?
Tell him when he's telling lies, you know? Stop using my life as content for your show and make something, you loser. Now, that's not fair. Josh, that's not fair. Patrick is wholly incapable of making content.
Right.
We've seen that. He had like 30 viewers before he started talking about me. He doesn't have the ability, Josh. That's not fair. It's like you're telling a retard to not double dribble.
I like how, at least they didn't compare it to a movie.
You're being kind of a dick by telling Melton, why don't you make your own content? It's like telling a guy with no arms to roll pizza dough. Like, you're being kind of
armless waiter. Mm-hmm.
You're such a miserable waste of talent. Will wasn't a talent agency. It was an ad agency that my friend started. You don't know anything. I mean, again, probably accurate. By the way, I text you this because I'm not trying to do this back and forth shit on Twitter to stimulate views. Our beef has always been personal. Josh Denny, anytime you want to do steel toe, buddy, come on in. He was also right about making April co-host. He said you never should make her co-host. It's going to, it'll never work.
Everybody said that. Literally everybody. Your parents, your kids, everybody said that. I mean, the fact that he didn't see any red flags with April is pretty spectacular. Pretty spectacular. But, when you look like Aaron, listen, to be fair, I asked Aaron to do the show yesterday. I said, can you do the show anytime this week? He said no, you can't really talk about it because the lawyer, he's going to go, abide by what his lawyer tells him to do, which makes sense. He don't want to have a compound fracture with this shit. Anywho, the fact that he didn't see anything with April is pretty spectacular. He didn't see anything with April coming. That's pretty spectacular because there must have been red flags. I mean, she's fucking another guy that she met through you. So it's like, I don't know how that doesn't sting. It stings me, and I'm not even close to this.
Yeah.
You nailed it. So this is Patrick. Yeah, I wonder why I never tried to reach out, LOL. Boy, telling of Patrick's personality, he didn't want to reach out because he didn't want to be yelled at. That's, again, that kid who was probably
first of all, Steel Toe, no offense, you don't have to analyze Melton. Melton's a fucking hunchback loser. All the shit I've been saying all week is, he's the fat, ugly bully. He's like a fat girl. A fat girl can do whatever she wants because people are like, she's a fat girl. Of course, she's got a lot of issues. She hates everybody because everybody hates her. So Melton does the same thing. Like I said, he goes to people's parties when he's not invited, etc., just to stick it to them. But Steel Toe trying to analyze this guy who's been trolling him, basically ruined his marriage, etc., etc., etc. Between Nick Ricotta and Melton, they definitely ruined his marriage. Go ahead.
Well. Boy, that's really telling of Patrick's personality. He didn't want to reach out because he didn't want to be yelled at.
Again, don't analyze him. The guy's a fucking loser. He's a loser.
That's, again, that kid who was probably abused by his parents or mistreated by his parents in some way, or they didn't love him.
They were drunks. They were drunk, druggies, whatever. I mean, Melton literally told him, people are like, you should leave the parents out of it. Like he does. Anyways, parents are both died prematurely because they were drug addicts and or alcoholics. I know they both drank to death. I don't know if drugs were involved as well. So they're probably negligent parents. Another good title.
He doesn't want to have any private interaction with someone where he knows he's going to be chastised or disciplined.
Yeah.
Right. No, unless he's in control, he won't get involved. Unless he's in control, Melton, unless he's like, that's why he'll let Chad call in every day of the week because he controls it. He can hang up on Chad whenever he wants. But when he gets to Atlantic City or when he comes on my show, he just gets real mute.
So that wonder why I never tried to reach out. Because, again, you didn't want to get crucified because you knew you up. Why would I? You continue to peddle lies about me.
Also, Josh Denny is not he's not a formidable foe in the comedy world or show business world. These are just facts. Again, I never heard of Josh Denny until I got involved with fucking Cumia and they were touring. Never heard of him. And it's not like I'm an idiot. I when I hear someone's name, I remember. So I've never heard of Josh Denny. So the fact that Josh Denny is shitting on Melton, it's not like Brad Pitt and fucking George Clooney fighting. It's not. And they're not easy on the eyes. I'm talking about Melton and Josh Denny, not Brad Pitt and George Clooney, because they're both easy on the eyes. Very easy. Make white.
Saying that I
happy 9/11.
Told you I was 8.
Hit the like button.
Angling for a lawsuit. That was a straight lie. The company I sued and settled with was after Sean John. Dude, there is zero basis for any reconciliation when you can't be honest about all the lies you tell about me. You play it off like I don't really remember and then just lie. I mean, that's true.
Yeah.
That's what he does with everybody.
No, what Melton does is he makes up shit. And then later on, if he admits that, he goes, well, no, I was just, kind of making it up as a joke, or I misremembered, or I misspoke. I mean, he never just goes, I'm a fucking loser hunchback. I lie because my loser fans might believe it. Like the people are texting me like, Godfrey's a drug addict? I'm like, yep, Godfrey's, because Melton got him. Melton's high every fucking day of every week of every show.
Fairness. I've never said anything about you that wasn't the truth or my opinion. You lie constantly and you know it. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Again, all of this is accurate. So then Patrick goes, all right, man, I've said I'd talk it all out a million times, but not trying to fight. See, he doesn't want to have that conflict. This is like the Chad Zumach phone call, where as soon as he got bowed up to, as soon as a guy confronted him, he goes,
he's not talking about yesterday. I think he's talking about when Chad was on with Melton over here at the MLC. I think that's what he's referring to.
No. And he backs down and has nothing. You're emotionally calling me names and losing it. Oh, there's that Nick gaslighting. There we go. Don't act like you have some sort of superior communications.
Yeah, that's why Melton always accuses everybody they're losing it. When I used to text him or even go back and forth on Twitter, all he ever said is, you okay? You okay? Are you okay? You're losing it? I mean, it's so tired and so hack. Even for a hunchback, you think he'd do better.
Style. Patrick, penguins have a superior communication style.
Hit the like button and tell your friends to watch.
To you. He's not saying he's a great communicator. He's saying compared to you, yeah, he's Lee Iacocca. I don't knowingly
Lee Iacocca.
Lie about you.
From Chrysler?
I'm sure I'm wrong a lot. I'll apologize publicly for all this.
I'm sure I'm wrong a lot. That's his cop-out. I'm sure I'm wrong a lot. I mean, well, I'm sure I'm wrong a lot. He knows he's wrong when he's saying it. And then once you call him out on it, it's like, you know what? I could be wrong. I might have misremembered it, but I was making content. I was joking.
It doesn't count after you get called out.
No.
After it's pointed out that you're a lying piece of shit. And that's another cope of Melton's. I didn't lie. I was just wrong.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't say weird shit about kids. I was just joking. Sure.
How's the map? Hit the map button.
How come you only clarify that after you've been caught doing the thing or they call you out.
Mm-hmm.
You've had 10 years to do that. You tell Vito you want to make up, and now Steel Toe is getting old, so you start lying again. He's got, boy, I tell you, Josh Denny is on a roll. He's got Melton pegged. Dude, you straight up lied saying I was always litigious. My suit wasn't a free speech suit. It was a wrongful termination suit, and I won/settled. You were there while it was happening, and you know that what it is on the site is a lie, and you peddled it anyway. Sounds like Patrick Melton.
Yep.
And you do this bullshit where you pretend that if I was trying to make something funny for the show, we did, that it's proof
Basically watching this because then Steel Toe has to read all this and I don't.
that I'm a liar. Like it wasn't ever just trying to be entertaining for the sake of helping your show that made you money. That's not fair. The only thing that ever made Patrick money was me. So then Melton writes back to Josh Denny, all right, man, none of that's true. I'm just older and a different person.
What?
Oh, puke. I for sure up a lot and am willing to own it. You're older and a different person. Notice he didn't say grown
He's wiser. He's older and wiser and hunchier.
up.
No,
So he's
it's
accurate
different.
there. He's just older and different. Yeah, now I make cup holder jokes about children's vaginas.
Yeah.
I'm older.
Different.
I'm trying to grow and move on and apologize for.
Oh, you mean grow? Who even talks like that? He's trying to grow?
Different. Yeah, now I make cup holder jokes about children's vaginas.
Yeah.
I'm older.
Different.
I'm trying to grow and move on and apologize for old stuff. Homo. I don't have this anger around it anymore. Sorry you do. I'll leave you alone.
Oh, that's another thing. He's like, I'm not angry. Sorry you are. I'm not angry. Sorry you are. I'm cool because I'm high all day, every day. He does that just to get you angry. Hey, I'm sorry you're angry. I'm not. And what? People are like, what?
What a bitch. Patrick comes off so bitch made in this. So Denny says, my podcast name changes are about rights. Had to change the sports show name when we went to censored and back when we left. I had to change it when I put
Gino has a sports show.
it on locals because of my contact. I left because they didn't do anything they claimed they would. These are all business dealings, and you're smart enough to know that. I do have anger, Patrick, because shit like Xander's site affects every business dealing I have. The more you amplify or legitimize it, the more I have to do damage control. Everyone likes to call me a failure. Oh, this is going to get sad between these two now. But they're also constantly putting the finger on the scale. If I could sue Xander for that site, I would.
That's why trying to sound smart is so, the way black people text and talk is like dumb, but white people trying to be smart. Somebody's got their finger on the scale. It's just, they try to act like they outsmart each other in text. I don't do that anymore. I keep it very simple, very straightforward.
But my lawyer has been clear that it's hard to prove it's anything other than opinion. You know that because idiots have tried to sue you. You always say I'm funny, but you also know I'm smart. I'm not an idiot. And then
Sounds like two girls. It sounds like a boyfriend and girlfriend. You always said I'm smart. I'm smart and funny. You remember you said that one time? We were having dinner, the chicken piccata. You said I'm smart and funny.